What is good, YouTube? It's your boy, your unemployment king. I'm back, and with a different type of video. This isn't something that I usually do. It's something that I wanted to branch into, a little funny genre that I think I could bring to the channel, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. So, here today, I'm here to show y'all, transition, boom, a nice little tier list for y'all. So, the tier list that I wanted to run by you guys today, seasons of the year. Now, my choices might be a little controversial, but these are my opinions. You have your own, you drop them in the comments, you fight your wars for whatever season you love, you hate, engage, please. I would love to talk about it in the comment section below, but let me voice my opinion right now. Starting off with the season that we're currently in, summer. Alright, so we got summer. Now, I know most of you are thinking, yo, summer's fun. It's great. For all the youngins, it's your time off, vacation, all that. Adults, it's just another season. And since I'm getting to that unk age, it's just a nuisance. Fuck summer. Let me get this out of here quick. Who the fuck wants to sweat all day? That is this season. That is all it is. It's just miserable. Humidity, high. Heat, high. Is there anything else that, could make it better? No. We're going through global warming. Everything is dry as all hell out there. The earth needs some lotion, all right? It's getting a little ashy, As a kid, I remember green grass in the summer. Now, I just got straight yellow grass. It's disgusting. Who wants to look at that shit? And we got wildfires every other week. So you got bad air quality? No, fuck that. And even look at this picture, bro. Do you really like going to the beach? Do you really like having all that sand up your ass crack? Is that fun? No. Moving on. That is why I gotta drop summer deep into the F tier. Bottom of the barrel. Worst season. Come on now. Don't argue with me. We both know it sucks. Alright? Moving on. We got fall. Now fall. That is the post-summer season, It can only get better from there. And boy, does it. So, start of fall, especially nowadays in the big old 2025, just in the 2020s, we've had some lingering summer heat. So it's still warm. It's not as bad, but it's still warm. It's a nice comfortable heat, I guess you could say at that point. But then you got all the nice changes of color. You got the oranges. You got the yellows everywhere. Hold on. Let me get the picture up. Okay, so you got some of the nice rich colors you can see in this landscape. The oranges, the light greens, the yellows. It's beautiful, My only gripe about fall are those damn leaves. If you're a hard worker like me, and you do some yard work around your place, leaves are a pain in the ass. And that might be the only negative about fall. For the youngins, I might say another negative is the whole back to school shtick. That's not fun. I get it. Especially for college goers. Fall is probably the worst semester to go through. You got Memorial Day off, and then you're chugging through till Thanksgiving. Good luck, buddy. And you know what? That is why I'm going to put fall into the A tier. It's not perfect. That is why I have it just below S tier, because I don't think anything really deserves to be an S tier in this list, if we're really being honest. Okay, on to the next one. Winter. Oh, winter. This is a personal favorite for me, because the season is just cozy as all hell. Like I said earlier, we're going through global warming, so we don't really have to deal with snow as much. It's a vibe, Whenever there's like an inch or two, you know, that's a good amount. That's not a small amount. That's a good amount. It leaves an impact. But winter is a vibe. Let's look at this picture together. And just what do you think? You get a nice cozy vibe. You think of a nice fireplace. You think of seeing your breath in the air. You know, hopefully you brushed that morning so it's not too hot. But man, this is a nice picture right here. You see the beautiful sky. You see the snow on the trees. Who doesn't like seeing all that? The only negative with winter, which you don't even see that often anymore, at least for me, in good old New England. Not like Buffalo, New York, New England, if that's even part of New England, or Massachusetts. I'm kind of southern New England. You don't really see snow too much like that anymore. But snow is an issue. The first snowfall in the winter is always a vibe. It always, you know, it's just good to see. It is, you just love to see it. But after a while, once it happens, like every 2 weeks, and you gotta go shovel, and some of the stuff hasn't melted yet, it's kind of a pain in the ass to clear. So that is why I'm gonna have to drop winter into the B tier. It's not perfect, but it's getting there. And finally, we have spring. The fall of the winter months, you could say. The exact opposite of fall. Nah, what am I saying? Now we have spring. Let's get into it. Now, I got a few personal gripes with spring myself. And you know why? Because of one thing. You know what that is? Not spring cleaning. Allergies. Spring could be the perfect season. Almost like fall. If it weren't for those damn allergies. You know, that's all I gotta say. That's really all I gotta say. And that is why I am putting spring into C tier. Spring is a very mundane month. It's very wet. It's a very ugly month at the start, you know. At least in winter, you have a little bit of the snow lingering and all that. But once that's done, it's a very ugly month to start off with. It's like the ugly duckling, you know? Starts off pretty bad, and then it becomes a beautiful swan, or whatever the hell it goes. However it goes. But you know, with spring, that doesn't happen. That like beautiful swan doesn't happen until like the last month. And that's like May, you know? That's when all the trees are popping, all the flowers are blooming. That's when all the color starts popping out just before summer. And that's when the weather is fantastic. It's like a good like 60 to 70 degrees. That nice, cool, open window weather, you know, no AC needed. Maybe a fan to ventilate your room, get that fresh air in. But it peaks at the end. Where is this a little bit earlier? Like, come on, let's speed up the process from winter. Come on now. But yeah, I'll say that is it for me. You know, nothing S tier. There's got to be a big buffer between D or C and F tier with D, just because spring doesn't even come close to being as bad as summer. Even though allergies are a big letdown, like if it weren't for allergies, I'd say spring could be B tier. Maybe we move these two up just to bring it away from summer, because summer is just like, you know, it's just something that you don't want to even touch with a 10-foot pole. But comment down below what you think. Leave a like, subscribe if you enjoyed, and let me know what other tier lists you might want to see, what video types you want to see from this channel, because this is definitely something new that I'm branching out into. And I also just want to let you guys know, I have a Twitch channel. I stream every night at around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I just play whatever I'm feeling like. Usually CS, or maybe a fighting game if I'm feeling it. Maybe even a Souls game. I'm a big fan. You can tell. But if you guys enjoyed, please stick around for the content. I'll be trying to pump out as much as possible, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.